Hi everyone, and good evening guys. Okay, let's start. Okay, if you see here, here it is showing your branch is ahead of origin master. Okay, by 6 commits. Means the origin master means here the central.git is the central system. Okay, so 6 commits are pending. These 6 commits we have locally. Okay, so we have locally the 6 commits. The 6 commits are pending. Pending means we have to push to central.git repository. Okay, so we have the new 6 commits locally, so those we have to push to central.git repository. That is optional if you want to push or not, that not required. Okay, but just I'm showing you here. Your branch is ahead of origin master. Origin means the central system master branch. Okay, by 6 commits. So use git push to publish your local commits. So if you use the git push now, so it's going to publish. See, published all the things to the central.git. Okay. Okay, guys. Now, if you see the git status, see, it is not showing in here. Okay. I think yesterday I gave few small tasks I gave, right? How many of you tried?
I tried the deletion one, but it said that it cannot delete it. I mean, it cannot delete it without merging.
Yeah.
So it said basically that your branch is not fully merged. If you want to delete it, run git branch -d
Yes.
and the branch name.
Okay, so the task is so before merging, right? Before merging, try to delete the branch, right? This is the task. So here, there it will throw you an error. So you cannot delete the branch before merging. Why means the data will lose. Once you merge, then only you have to delete. But there only it will give you the forceful option also it will give you, right? If you want to delete forcefully, you can use -D like this. Git branch -D. You can remove forcefully also. This option also it is showing now there, David.
Yeah, yes, -D, yes.
Yeah, so that is the solution for that. So
what was the other question I forgot?
The other question is I ask you to create 1 or 2 files in the working directory and move to the staging area. Okay, don't commit without committing. Try to switch to other branch and check whether that files are reflecting in the other branch or not. Did you try?
I didn't try, but I think it should reflect, because in the first one we did not add and commit.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So if it is in stage, if the actions are in staging area also, okay. So if you move to this other branch, if you switch to other branch, it will show you because those actions are not committed. So until and unless you commit those changes in any one of the branch, then only it will not reflect in other branches. So that is the solution for that. Okay. And And one more I gave, no, this one. When you are in the tech teacher branch, try to delete the branch. Did anyone tried?
Yeah, that's the one. Inside the branch, if you're in the tech teacher branch and you're trying to delete the tech teacher branch, you can't do it. You have to go out.
Yeah.
And then do it.
Yeah, inside you cannot, right? It will throw an error, so you cannot, you're not able to delete the tech teacher branch. So go out means you have to go to other branch, okay, and you have to delete. Okay, done. Now the next concept is here. Merge conflicts. We'll go for the cherry pick, and later we'll go for the merge conflicts. So what is cherry pick here means? Suppose see git log. I'm having two logs here, right? Give me a minute. How many branches we have here? Oh, nothing, no branches are there. Okay, so let me create. See guys, we have one more shortcut to create a branch actually. So generally for creating the branch we are using one command, and for switching the branch we are using another command, right? Instead of two commands, in one command only you can do it. The command is git checkout. Okay, so -b. So checkout is for switching the branches, and -b for creating the branch. Okay, so the branch name I'm taking here as a suppose teacher branch. Okay, so see, it is checking out and it is creating. Both it is doing in single shot. See, it created and it switched also. Now we are in the teacher branch. Now you can see same copy you will get, right? Initially, same copy you will get here. Okay, this is one shortcut to create the branch, guys. Create and switch at a time. And now if you see the log, so it will show you both the branches are equal, right? Master and teacher showing, because both are equal. So now what I will do now here I will create two actions. I will create touch x1 and x2, two files I created. Git add dot git status. If you see, two files are there in the staging area. Now I'm committing this individually. Git commit x1 file -m x1 file, finish. And now this time x2 file separately I'm committing. Okay, so done. Now if we give the git log, see, up to here the master content. From the master we copied now, we measured now previously. So up to here it is master. Now in this branch, in the teacher branch, the latest two commits I created. This is x1 file and this is x2 file. Okay. Now normally if I use git merge, no, what it will do, git merge command, it will merge all the things it is merging, right? But I don't want like that. I want only single. This x1 and x2 is not there in the master branch, right? I want to merge only x1 into master branch. How? Just to copy this one, double click, copy, double click only, it will copy, guys. No need to do like this. Okay, copy and go to the master branch. And now you can see here git log, nothing is there. X1 and x2 is not there here, right? That is separate branch. Now what I will do here, git cherry pick and paste it. Okay, let me check same commit ID or not. 215, yes. See that. Now see, Now if you see x1 file is there. You can see the log also here. Only the x1 file is there. Okay. So if you want to instead of merge, you want to go particularly, then you can pick particularly by using cherry pick. See, only x1 is there. And if you go and see in that git checkout teacher branch, and here see x1 and x2 both will be there. It will not change. Here it will be same. See, normally when you merge also, the source branch, it is not deleting the content. No. Same way, when you pick particularly one log or one file also, it will not delete in the source. Okay. So this is the concept called cherry pick. Guys, clear? So silence means clear only. Okay, I will take this way, guys, from now onwards. Okay.
Little bit complicated, but clear.
Complicated. Nothing is there here. if you use merge, all the things it will merge, right? Here particularly it is taking. That's it. In the name only it is there. Picking particularly, cherry pick. That's it.
I see. Okay.
The next concept, merge conflicts. What is merge conflict? So in the name only it is there very clearly. When we merging, you will get the conflict. When you will get the conflict? I mean, while merging only you will get. Why you will get the conflict means. In yesterday's branching concept, I told clearly the branches are isolated branches. That branch is different and this branch is different. So you can create the same files also. It will no branch will throw you in any error stating that duplicate file created. Okay, so you can create in the teacher branch, you can create one Apple file, and the master branch also you can create Apple file. Okay, so it will not throw you any duplicate because branches are isolated. Okay, fine. When you merging these two branches, so then you will get a conflict. Why means in the two branches you have a file name with the Apple, right? So how it will merge? How it will take? Let's go. So here I'm creating one file, Apple file only I will take otherwise. Okay. In teacher branch, I'm creating Apple file. In this, I'm writing some data. This is Apple file from teacher branch, right? Some data I gave. Now git add dot and git commit -m Apple file finish. Done. Committed successfully. Now see Apple file created. Now I'm switching to other branch. Git switch master branch. Here Apple is not there. Again I'm creating here also Apple file, same name. Okay, so insert, this is Apple file from master branch. Okay, done. So git add dot git commit -m. One second. Okay. Here also create. See, it is not throwing any error. So both the branches allowed the same file name. Okay, it will allow, no problem. While you merging only, you will have a problem. Suppose now I want to merge the teacher branch Apple file. I want to merge into master branch. Okay, so not only one file, entire branch I'm taking here. So I'm merging here, git merge. We already covered the concept of merging, right? Same command on git merge. Which branch? The source branch is teacher branch. So no need to give destination where you want to merge, because we are already in the master only, it will understand. So git merge teacher branch. See, it merged. See, it started raising a conflict. Merge conflict in Apple file. Automatic merge failed, fix conflict, and then commit the result. Okay, see, here also it is showing merging. Still it is showing merging only. Means the conflict. Until you solve this conflict, it will not go. It will not show you normal master. Okay, so here it's showing clearly merge conflict in the Apple file. So let me open the file, vi Apple file. See, both the branches, both the Apple files data it is showing here. This is from the teacher branch, this is from the master branch. It is separating with some equal to, unlike this symbols it is showing here. Because both the files are same, but data is different here. So this is how the merge conflict will occur, guys. Now how to resolve this? Okay, so how to solve this? So two things are there here. Suppose if the data is, if I'm satisfied, I means here I'm taking as a master, guys. Okay, I means I'm master. Okay, if I'm satisfied with the teacher branch Apple file data, even I'm looking for the same data, because both are created the same file, no? So if the data, the teacher branch data also I'm satisfied, then I will merge this data and I will commit the file. That is one case. Second case is if I am not okay with the data, even my data is different and that branch data is different. Then, so whoever dealing that teacher branch, I have to approach him. I have to contact him, and I have to tell this while I'm merging. So I got the conflict here with Apple file. Okay, so yeah, I have to ask him if you are okay, you can merge it. Otherwise, we have to change any one of us have to rename the file. We have to change the file name. Any one of us, either E means teacher branch or master branch. Okay, if no one is matching and for both the people the data is different, then we have to change the name. Any one of us has to rename it. Rename and we have to process. Okay, you know how to rename it, right? How to rename, guys? Any idea?
Move or copy.
Yeah, move command, not copy. Move command.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, old name move space mv command space old name to new name. That's it. You can change your, you can rename and you can proceed. That we know how to rename. Okay, I'm not showing that. So the second case is, so I'm satisfied with the teacher branch data also. So in this case, what I will do now, I will merge this data. I'm deleting these lines. Okay, I'm merging this data and escape shift colon WQ, save and quit, finish. Now git add dot. I have to commit it now permanently. Git commit -m apple con sol, finish. Okay.
So basically you put whatever data was in the teacher branch, you put the same data into the file in the Apple branch. No, not same. Basically, you put the data, whatever was in the teacher branch, into the file which was in the master branch, right?
Yes, because
And
the
then,
second case I took here, I'm okay with that data. That's why I merged it. If I'm not okay, then I
Mhm.
have to ask him to rename or I have to rename it.
So what was the second step? Can you go up the command? Merge conflict. Like after you merge the two datas in the file, what was the second command you used? Conflict solved. Can you hit up arrow?
No, nothing conflicts on. Just I removed that lines. Okay, that VA editor you will not get again. I didn't use any conflict command here.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
okay. Once it will show you like this, you have a conflict here. It will show you like this. No, I
Right.
opened the editor. VA editor I opened. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in VA editor I opened the Apple file. There only to
Mm-hmm.
show two branches data it is showing.
Okay, okay,
File is same, two branches data it is showing. By separating with some lines it is showing. Okay.
okay, okay, okay.
If I'm okay, I'm removing that separated lines I removed and
Right.
I saved it. I didn't use
Got
any
you.
conflict command. See,
Okay, but now since you saved it here, is the Apple file in the other branch still available?
that is same. See, I took this data also here. Okay, because I need
Okay.
this data. That's why I took this one. I matched. And you can go and
Okay.
check here. Git switch teacher branch. And now you can check here. It remains same. Cat apple. Single line.
Ah, okay.
Again, if both the branches again started working on the same Apple file, and again they're trying to merge, now again you will get the conflict. So
Okay.
you have to change the name.
Okay.
Okay. This is how the merge conflict will occur. And this is how we have to solve it. Clear? Okay. Next. The next concept is snapshot. What is snapshot?
Snapshot is basically an image of the existing time and the type, I mean, the number of files, whatever it is. So basically, it's stored somewhere. That's the snapshot.
Yeah. See here, Dhawan, you messaged me. MB basically means override. What is this?
Uh, no, so what I was saying was that when we hit move A into B, and both has the data, right? It will ask you, do you want to overwrite?
That scenario is different. I told you also. We discussed all those
Right,
commands in the Linux actually.
right,
Okay,
right, right.
MV command we can use for the move and we can use for the rename. Both we can use. If you have
Exactly.
already the destination file, if you have already, then it will
Hmm.
override. If you
Exactly.
have the destination folder already with the same name, then it will
Hmm.
move. If these two cases are not there, then it will rename.
Hmm. That's true. I thought Gaushao asked for his question is, can I overwrite? So I thought he asked the other scenario.
Hmm.
Unless he asked overwriting what you was doing there.
Sorry.
You see, Gasho has a comment, right? Can I overwrite? So I was basically telling him about the overwrite in the MV command.
Yeah. Okay. Now, the snapshot means here Normally it's a saving process, guys. How the Git is saving every action internally. Okay, that is the process of a snapshot. But before going to the Git saving process, we'll see how real world, okay, like our pen drives, the hard disk, and how we are saving every day our data. We'll see that. Suppose we'll take, suppose I'm having a D drive, okay, and then I'm having a B drive, okay. So in this, in this, D drive, I have a file. Uh, File name is tech, okay. Tech is the file name. So 1 minute, I will do like this. In the D drive, we have a tech file. Inside tech file, we have some lines of data, line 1, okay, and line 2, okay. 2 lines of data is there. Same thing I will keep here. 1 second. So I'm moving the same tech file to the B drive, right? Like copying or moving, cut copying, whatever the options. Normally, you have a D drive, you have a tech file. The same file I'm moving to the B drive. So once you move the same line to the B drive, so what will happen? Same data also will move, right? Will copy. Line 2 also, right? Up to date will be there. Suppose tomorrow, new line we added here. One new line we added here tomorrow in the D drive tech file, line 3. And so at the line 3, now you have to sync this line 3 also to the B drive, right? So again today, I copied this file from the D drive and I pasted it again in B drive. Okay, while I'm copying this from D drive, what it will do, guys, again it will start reading from the line 1, line 2, and at the last it will go for the latest line, line 3, right? So it is reading again here. Okay, again these 2 lines it is reading and it is copying the 3rd line completely, and again it is pasting it here, right? It will paste it here, suppose say like this. Okay, fine. Again tomorrow one more, again if you add one more line here, if I want to copy the files from D drive tech file, again it will read the line 1, line 2, line 3, and last it will go for the latest line. See, multiple times it is reading the same data. Because of this, the processing time will increase. Okay, the RAM or processing time will be increased internally. Suppose if it is 1 or 2 lines means okay. Suppose assume that in the tech file we have 10,000 lines and you added one new line after 10,000. If you want to read this file, all the 10,000 lines it will read again, and finally it will go for the latest line. This is the normal process that regularly every operating system follows. Okay, but when it comes to the Git, the saving process is different, little bit different. The same only I will take here. Instead of D drive, here I will keep say working directory. Working directory, and here I keep this staging area. Right, you know, right? Working directory and the staging area, where the Git saving process will start from the staging area only, right? In the working directory, it will not save. Saving procedure starts from staging area only, partially, right? So how it will save now? Git, how it will save now? Same example only. Suppose you have 3 lines here and here also 3 lines you have. Up to date is there. Both the areas are up to date. Now, suppose you added a new line here in the staging area, working directory. You want to add this. Right now you will give the command called git add tech, right? Or dot or whatever. Once you give this command, what it will do? It will not read all the lines, guys. it will check. Okay, once you give this command, now it will check whatever the lines are there up to date. I mean, previously whatever the lines are there. Okay, it will check, and whatever the lines are different. Okay, whatever the lines are different, only that line it will take. It will take one snapshot. Okay, it will take one snapshot. Concept name is snapshot. Okay, only this line will take the snapshot and it will paste it here in the staging area. See, it is not reading line 1, line 2, line 3. Why means it already checked already. These 3 lines are equal. Only what is the difference? Only this is the line is difference between these 2 files, between these 2 areas. Okay, only this one it will take a snapshot and it will store here. Snap means same guys. We will take with our smartphones. We will take snap, right? Not nap. Snap is different. Snap, right? Same meaning only. Okay, so how we are taking the photos like that only. It will taking one photo and it is storing it here. And again, same new line 5. So whatever the lines we have, only that difference only it will take. So that's why the snapshot means it stores the difference between the files in the form of a snapshot. Okay, it's a completely internal concept, guys. So once you give the git add tech or a dot or a star, whatever, it will follow the same. But tomorrow, if you want to retrieve, if you want to open this file like a cat tech, it will display all the lines, guys. Don't think that only that difference lines only it will show you. No, all the lines, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, all the lines it will display. Okay, it is not reading the same lines and again and again. That is the beauty of snapshot in the Git. This is how the saving process will be there in the Git. So once you give this command, this is how it will do internally, guys. I cannot show you this one practically. It's internal concept. Understand? Snapshot means it stores difference between the files in the form of a snapshot. Important. Clear?
So basically, dot means
What? Dot means what, guys? We discussed no dot get ignore file.
right. So what your command is git add tech slash dot slash star. Star is for everything, right? I know. What is
Guys, don't take it in a complete one command. No.
Oh,
Davin.
okay. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, just I gave options. You can use instead of tech, you can use dot also. Dot, what is the meaning of dot? You're forgetting everyday's class, David.
Oh, I remember. Dot means current, right?
Oh my god, that dot is different.
Oh, dot means everything, right? Whatever is there in the
Everything,
branch.
current, not current. When you give
Yeah, my
CD,
bad.
see when you give CD and dot means it will show you current.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, this dot is different. Dot means all the actions it will take from the working directory and it will move to the staging area. Go to the
Okay, so
SDS class. Okay, refer SDS
no,
class,
no.
guys.
So this dot is when you hit git add dot, right? What all the files there will be added.
Yes. Otherwise, if you don't
Okay.
want to use the file name.
Okay. Got it.
Instead of typing all the file names, so we are using the dot or star, anything you can use.
Right, that's correct.
Yeah. Next. So this is the concept, guys. So don't ask me to show practically. Impossible. So done. Next concept is diff concept. Diff. It will show you the differences between the areas, guys. Okay, to show you the difference between the areas. How many areas we have? 3 areas: working directory, staging area, and the committing area. Okay, so between these areas, so it will show you the difference. Okay, so between the files, what data difference is there, it will show you. So first I will write the commands here. The concept is diff. This complete concept you have to tell me now. Get ready, guys, focus. So we have a command called Git Diff. Okay, this command, it will show you the difference between the working directory and the staging area. And we have a command called Git Diff head command. It will show you the difference between the working directory to committing area. And we have a command called Git Diff -- cached. It will show you the difference between staging area and committing area. See, 3 areas we covered, all the possibilities we covered. See, okay. So these are the commands. So if you give this command, no, it will show you the, is there any data difference between the working directory and the staging area? And here it will show you difference between the working directory and the committing area. And here staging area to committing area. So these are the commands. Okay. Now I will show you one thing here. So then remaining you have to tell me here. Now see, I'm giving the command here git diff. So git diff means it will show you the difference between working and staging area. Now see, I'm hitting enter. It is not showing anything here. Why? Means there is no difference. If you give the git status here, we give the git status, see nothing to commit working tree clean means what is the meaning of this? It is not showing anything red color, green color like that. Okay, so all the areas are equal here. See, leave about all the areas. So these 2 areas are equal. Whatever the files and the data inside the files in working directory and staging area, both are equal. That's why it is not showing any output, right? So if you are giving git diff, it is not showing. Now what I will do now, so we have many files here. Let me go and do some modification. Okay, so I will take this tech1 file. Okay, vi tech1 file I'm opening. So here in this tech1 file, I have 2 lines of data. Okay, I have 2 lines of data is there. So I'm removing these 2 lines of data. Okay, so I'm removing dd shortcuts, guys. We edited shortcuts. How to delete the lines? dd 2 lines I deleted, and I'm adding a new line here. Welcome to diff concept. Previous 2 lines I deleted and I added a new line here. Okay, whatever the change, see, actions means you can do, guys, whatever the actions you want. So see, I did some, I modified this file. Okay, so if you give the git status now, obviously it will show you like this, right? You know very well this. So because the file is modified in the working directory, that's why it's showing red color and modified also. Okay, so now I will go and give this command, git diff command I will give. Now it will show you the difference. Why? Means in the working directory, tech1 file having new changes. And in the staging area, tech1 file is having old changes, old data. Why old data here? See, let me write here. Tech1 file. Tech1 file. Okay. So working directory Tech1 file, I modified the data just now. And in the staging area Tech1 file, having the old data only, because the file is still in working directory. Right? The file is still in working directory. When you will get the changes in the staging area Tech1 file, if I move this file by giving the command git add Tech1 file, then only the changes will apply to the staging area also. Right? Then both the areas will be equal. But now both the areas are not equal because the file is in working directory. So here new data is there, here old data is there. So old and new, difference is there. New means no difference. Old means no difference. New old difference is there. Now if I go and give the command git diff, it will show you the difference. See, it is taking here A Tech1 file, B Tech1 file. Means it is considering A means here working directory Tech1 file, B means staging area Tech1 file. Between these two, we are checking the differences by giving this command. So here it is showing, see, 2 lines I deleted. What difference means? This is the difference. 2 lines I deleted. Hyphen it is giving, minus it is giving means deleted. And see, 1 line I added green color. Plus symbol it is showing. Added no, plus symbol. Minus means red color and the minus symbol removed. See, this data difference is there. Thus you are getting this point.
Yes.
So let me go. Now tell me, if I give git diff head command, will I get difference or not? Tell me.
If we consider that you already committed that file previously and the file in the working directory is now changed,
No.
then you should.
Yeah, I'm showing, the file is still here. This also I'm showing.
Okay.
Now the file is in working directory. Tell me now, if I give this command, what will happen?
No changes, sir.
No changes. Okay. Explanation, please. Why no changes?
Because we are not added the file into the staging area. So we are in working directory only. So it's not saved partially also.
See guys, before answering my question, you have to think about 2 points, guys. First, you have to check what is the use of this command. The use of this command is it will show you the difference between the working directory and the committing area. This is the first point you have to remember. The second point is where is the Tech1 file currently? This one also you have to focus. If you understand this, if you focus these 2 points, you will get the answer very easy. I'm asking about this one.
I'm trying to understand one thing. If you can tell me that Tech1 file, have you committed that file before? Like before making this change, did you already commit it, save and commit it?
See, in front of you only I'm doing everything now. Tech1 file is already is there. I
Exactly.
modified, I opened and I modified something. I added some data. And after that, I gave Git status. In front of you only, I'm doing everything. See.
So in this case, it should show the difference.
What difference it will show?
The new data you added and which is not committed yet.
Why it will show you the difference?
Because it's still in the staging area.
The file is still in staging area.
Yes, that's what I think.
What is the meaning of red color?
It's modified.
Red color means modified only.
Changes are made.
No, you're telling the file is in staging area, right? What is the meaning of red color?
Not committed?
It is
Yes,
in
not
working
committed.
directory. It is in working directory. Come on, guys, think. You have to tell this concept completely. Everything is there here.
I think
Do you have to commit?
Sorry?
it will have the same effect because it's not committed.
Okay, same output it will give you. You're telling, right?
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
go and see. Git Diff. I'm giving the head command. See, the same difference only it is giving here. Why? Why means, so it will show you the difference between working and committing area, but the file is still in the working directory only. The changes file, the changes tech1 file is still in working directory only. It's not committed here. So here in the committing area, old data only will be there in the tech1 file. Here in the working directory, we changed. This one we not committed here. So that's why definitely you will get the difference. So what difference means? The same difference only. Okay.
Right.
Now what I will do now, I am moving this file, tech1 file to the staging area. I moved it. Now tell me if I give the git diff command, what will happen?
So you moved into staging area. My bad. It will still show the difference, but it will say it won't show in red.
You will get the difference. You will get the difference.
Yes.
Okay. Next, any other answers?
Until we committed, it will be the same effect.
Guys, but you are not focusing what is the use of this one.
No, sir, it will not showing any error because we are discussing about just working directory to staging area.
Yes,
so
correct.
We are already.
Yes. See, it will not show any difference here. Why? That's why I told you guys, you have to focus about, I'm highlighting this one very clearly. You have to understand what is the use of this command. Git diff, if I give now, it will show you the difference between these two areas only, working directory and the staging area. And where is the file? It is in staging area. So in the both the areas, the changes are applied, no? Equal, no?
Right, that's correct.
So you will not get the difference. Now tell me if I give the git diff hyphen head now. Now
It will show the error. We are not committed.
not committed. I mean, will I get any difference here?
Yeah, I think so. Because it's not committed yet.
Yeah, the file is in staging area, so it is not committed. So definitely you'll get a difference here. Okay, now see. What difference means? Same difference. Okay, now if I give git diff hyphen catched now.
So that's the difference between staging and commit. So still we should see the difference because we changed it in staging and we didn't commit yet. So it
Yes, that's it. Because we are in the staging area only. We didn't commit it, right? So definitely in the staging area, we'll have the new changes. The committing old will be there. Okay. Now see, again, difference it is showing. What difference means? Same difference. Now what I will do is, now I will commit this file. Git commit -m. What file? Tech1 file I'm committing. Okay. Committed. Git status done. Now tell me, if I give the Git Diff, what difference I will get?
You should not, since we committed it.
No difference.
No difference. Okay, no difference. Now, if I give this one,
No difference.
No difference.
If I give this,
No difference. Because working tree is clean.
so all the areas, we applied the changes in all the areas. All the areas are equal. That's why you are not getting any differences.
That's true.
Okay, so this is the diff concept, guys. You can see the difference between the areas by using the diff command. And by using the diff command, we can see the whatever the files you worked in the teacher branch. See how we created the teacher branch. From the master branch, we created the teacher branch, right? Okay, once we create, you will get one copy first. Master data, you will get one copy. And after that, whatever the files you created, that I want to see. Okay, apart from the master, what files I created own, I want to see. So how to see that? So we can use here Git Diff master branch to teacher branch. Here you can keep one second. Okay, 1 second. Not file, name only you can give. Yeah. Otherwise, you can go with this also. I will explain. See. So Git Diff master to teacher. Why I'm giving the dots means difference between the master branch to teacher branch. How many files you created here? So it is showing the files, and meanwhile we have a difference also. No, that's why it is showing here. Okay. See, files and difference both it is showing here. Okay. See which file here? The file name is here tech file, tech1 file, here Apple file. These two files are different. These two files are not there in that master branch. These two files we created in the teacher branch. We created new files. These two files are newly we created in the teacher, which are not there in the master. Suppose instead of this, if you want to see only the files only, if you want to see, no, give name only, file name only. So these are the difference. These two files are the difference we have from the master branch. See, normally we will use these guys. How means? So you will create the branch, teacher branch you created. How we created it from the master branch only, created the teacher branch. So initially you will get complete master branch data. You will get one copy into the teacher branch, right? So after that, you will start working in the teacher branch. You will create so many files. And okay, and few days, after few days, you want to see what files I created in the teacher branch, irrespective of the master. Then you will get confused by seeing like this, right? Oh, which one I created. So instead of that, if you give this command from master to teacher, what files I created, I want to see only the name of the files. then you can see Apple and teacher file you created newly in the teacher branch. Remaining all the files you got from the master branch. Like this also you can
Now,
yeah.
can we also see the diff between two files in the same branch, like diff Kiran and Divya? Just to like place two files, do diff Apple and Divya.
Ah, yes, no need to give the file names. Yeah, two files also you can give. Yeah, two files also you can give. Directly it will show you. If it is one file, it will show you one. If it's 10 files, it will show you directly.
Okay.
Okay, no need to specify also, it will give you directly.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so like this we can see from that branch to this branch difference also you can see in the form of a files you can see, and meanwhile in the form of a data also you can see. So both. So done. Next logs also we can see, guys. Logs also, what logs are different. Suppose see by seeing this you will understand only Apple and the Tech1 file is different compared to that branch, master branch, right? But you can see how many logs are different. Sometimes for the Apple file only you can create 1,000 logs, right? 1,000 actions you can create. 1,000 actions means 1,000 times you can modify an Apple file. 1,000 logs you will get. I want to see the logs. Okay, then you can use git log from master to 3 dots you have to give here, teacher branch. All the logs it will show. See. So that branch to this branch, what are the logs are different. So those logs are shown. See, if you not give teacher also, you will get, guys. It will understand because current branch no need to mention. It will understand. And here also, no need to mention the current branch. It will take automatically. But if you want, you can. Okay, this is how we will see. So this is the diff concept, guys. Okay. Okay. Guys, clear any doubts so far? You can ask one by one now. No doubts, right? Okay. Next concept. Stash concept. Status is different. Stash is different, guys. Okay. And you'll get squash also, that we'll see later. Stash, S-T-A-S-H. Stash means what it will do now. We'll see. When we will stash normally, what is the use of this one? See, actually, suppose, see, it's not recommended to create every time commit ID, guys. It's not recommended to create all the time generating the commit IDs. Whenever you require, whenever you finish your work completely, at that time you have to commit it, then you will get a single commit ID. Every time you should not generate the commit IDs. Why means, I will tell you, suppose your target is you have to write 1,000 lines of data or a code in one file, right? So while write for this 1,000 lines, it is taking for you 10 hours time. 10 hours it is taking one day. Okay, one office working day. Okay. Okay, for this 1,000 lines. But why? Okay, you started writing the lines, right? 1, 2, like that you started writing. So up to 100 lines you wrote. Okay. After 100 lines, your manager called you and he assigned you some other work. So you have to stop this one and you have to complete that one. That is emergency. Priority is there. Okay. So your stopping means how you will stop this one. If you go and commit this one, you will get for this 100 lines, you will get one commit ID. Right? And like this, if you go, suppose your friends are calling for the lunch break, snacks break, tea break. In between, you are going after 200 lines, after 400 lines, like this. If you take each 5 breaks in a day, 500 lines, okay, or everything, like take it as a 200 lines, otherwise 5 breaks, 5 200s, 1000 lines. How many commit IDs you will get? 5 commit IDs you will get, right? 5 times you are taking the break, 5 commit IDs you will get. But actually you have to do in one commit ID only, but due to some interruptions, you are committing 5 times. 5 commit IDs you are getting. If you submit these 5 commit IDs for the testing people, okay, not 5 committees. First you will generate first 200 lines only, right? You will give one commit ID for them. Okay, so with that 200 lines, they cannot test properly. They need complete module or section. They cannot test properly because in that commit ID only 100 lines of data is there. Okay, so that is the problem here. Once you finish of writing of 100,000 lines in 10 hours, and finally you have to commit, then only single commit only you will get, single commit ID. Then it is very easy for them to test. And for us also, it is very easy to manage the log also. This is the best practice actually we have to follow in the real time. But we cannot halt, I mean, we cannot stop the interruptions, right? If manager give some other work or lunch break, tea break, that is common. So what you have to do now, once you're after writing the 200 lines, if your manager calling you, so we will not commit, we should not commit this one. And you should not keep the system like that. If you keep the system like that, and if you go for other task, if something has happened, the data will lose. Power shutdowns or system crash or someone will do something. Okay. So you cannot leave the system like that and you cannot commit. If you commit, you will get unnecessary commit IDs. And if you leave, the data will lose sometimes. So what to do? So you have to put in a buffer memory called stash. If you apply a stash command, no, it will put in one buffer memory. It will take a backup, guys. It will take backup and it will keep somewhere. And after coming from your break, you can continue again. And again some interruption, again give git stash. It will take backup. And again. So many times, how many times you want, you can stash it. And finally you will finish the 1000 lines. Okay, and go and commit it. Only one commit ID you will get. Then it's very easy to manage the logs and very easy for tester to test the code. Right? So see, instead of one commit, we are doing for 5 commits. So how to apply a stash? So this is the use of a stash, guys. How to apply and how to see that one, we'll see now. Git status, nothing is there in the teaching branch. Now what I will do is, I will take the file here. I'm opening one new file. So suppose I'm taking here X1 file. I'm taking, it's empty file. Okay, X1. You can take content file also, not a problem. For better understanding, I'm taking the empty file. So X1 file I opened, guys. Now I want to, I'm adding some lines here. Okay, so line 1, line 2, 2 lines I added here, and my manager called me. Okay, I have to go out. Okay, so what I have to do? I cannot commit it. Now it is in staging area. See, it is in staging area. Sorry, committing working directory. Okay, I should not commit and I cannot leave the system like this. What I have to do now? I have to apply this stash command and I will go. Git stash here the stash is the main command, but you can give optionally save also. You can give save with message. You can give. Message means save in the form of this message. Message means suppose I'm going to
Did you say stash or status?
sorry, stash, 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 sorry, stash save. I'm giving some message, manager break. Okay, something guys, message. It's optional actually, but best practice also if you go. Okay, then it's very easy to identify. Okay, so now see. Now if you now open the file pi x1 file, you open, the data will be not there. It backupped. It removed from here and it backupped. See where it backupped. You can see the list of backups also. Git stash list, if you give, no, you can see the list of backups here. See stash @0 on teacher branch. See the message I gave, no, like how you will give the commit message, right? The same way the messages, stash messages also I'm giving here. Manager break. By seeing this you can understand. Otherwise if you're not giving this message, no, where is that? It is optional guys. If you not give this message, no, some ID it will give. With that ID you cannot understand clearly. You get confused sometimes. Okay, not sometimes, mostly. So give the message. That is best practice. So manager break. That's why I stashed this one. I storing here this backup. Okay. Now again you came, you completed your work and you came and you want to continue. Okay. But here the file is not there, right? So what you have to do? You have to restore. You have to restore or restore, whatever. You have to restore this one to continue. How to restore? Git stash apply stash @0 @0. Git stash apply. Otherwise you can copy this and you can paste it. Okay, you can copy and you can paste it. See it restored. This is the proof. Again it's showing modified, right? Now you go and see 2 lines are there, right? Suppose I want to continue now. So line 3, line 4, line 5, I continue like this. Again my colleagues calling me for the lunch break. Now I'm going. Okay, so 3 lines I wrote and now I have to leave again. So I cannot leave the system like this and I cannot commit it. So what I have to do again git stash save, this time lunch break finish. Now you can see all the stashes. You can see what is the command git stash list. I mean all the backups you can see. So the latest backup will be on the top guys with starting index 0. See lunch break just now I gave, no, it is on the top, and the old one it will go to the down. Suppose now you go and did one more tea break like that. So the tea break will be on the top 0. Okay, and the one it will show you as a manager break, and last will go. Manager break will go last. I mean like how we have the log, git log, the latest one will be on the top, right? The same way here also. The latest one will be on the top, indicates 0 index. Okay, so like this. So again now you want to restore, so you can restore the lunch break and you can continue. So like this you can proceed. So here we have other options also. Once you restore, immediately I want to delete the backup also. See normally when you delete, it will go to the recycle bin, right? We will restore from that, right? Here once we restore, we want to delete the backup also, because we restored the data, right? We want to delete also. So if you want to do like that, git stash, see now I want to restore the lunch break. Okay, so git stash, I'm giving pop. See git stash pop I'm giving. Pop means see it restored. You can check it restored successfully. Okay, and if you give the git stash list, it removed. Git restored and removed that backup. The lunch break removed and only the manager break is there. It came to the 0 index. Two things it is doing. Instead of git stash apply copy paste that one, okay, you can give git stash pop. You can specify. I gave git stash pop, right? The latest one it will take, guys. Git stash pop means the latest one only it will restore and it will delete. If you want to specify git stash pop space, which one you want to, you can specify also. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to clear these backups, complete backups, if you want to clear, git stash clear. See, it cleared completely. But in the real time, they will not clear completely, guys. They will keep it until the project get released successfully. They will keep all the stashes. Suppose you want to clean particular one, you can use the drop also. Okay, git stash drop also you can use. Git stash drop. Only it will drop the latest one if you not specify. Drop means removing only one, guys. Clear means all it is clearing. If you want to drop the latest one, git stash drop. And if you want to specify, you can specify stash at the rate 0 or 1. You can specify. Drop is for clearing. If you give clear, all it will delete. Drop for particular one or the latest one, you can clear. Pop is for restoring. Latest one it will restore by default and it will remove. Do two things it will do, pop. Okay, so this is the stash concept, guys. Clear? Oh, with status. So now it now it restored. Okay, now what you have to do? Finally, you have to add this to the staging area and the committing area. You have to add. Finish. Now see, we got only single commit ID. This is the stash concept, guys. Clear, guys? Any doubts in this? Okay. Here I have a task. Today's task is for you is so here I give all the commands, stash concept and everything is there. Here we have the file types, guys. File types in Git repository. What are the file types we have in the Git repository? 3 types of files. Tracked file. What is the meaning of tracked file? A file which has been already in staging or a committing area. That file we call it as a tracked file. Tracked file means a file which, if not only file, guys, any action. Okay, but I'm calling here file, any action. Okay, so actions where we will do the actions in the file only, that's why I'm calling file. So a file which has already in staging or a committing area, so that file we can call it as a tracked file. It is tracking, Git is tracking that one. So untracked file means we know very well untracked file. We will create in, suppose you will create a new file, no? It will show you in red color, right? That is untracked file. I mean, red color means not untracked. Modify also it will show you red color. Don't go in that way. When you're creating a new file, and if you give the git stash, it will show you red color and untracked it will show you. Because that file is not there in the staging area previously and not there in the committing area. That is the meaning. A file which not been already in staging and committing area. If there is no file in the staging and committing area, then that file we call it as an untracked file. Okay, this is tracked and this is untracked. And ignored files also is there. Ignored files, a file which Git has been explicitly told to ignore file. I mean, we are keeping some conditions in .git ignore file. In the last class also we kept, right, few conditions. Any file that ending with a .class, the file starting with a dev, I don't want to allow, right? So whatever the conditions you are keeping in this file, Okay. Okay, based upon those conditions, whatever the files are matching, those files we can treat it as a ignored files. Suppose you gave a condition like, I don't want to allow the Vinod file, V-I-N-O-D-H. Vinod, that condition you gave here. So that Vinod file is a ignored file. Okay, so these are the three types of files we have in the Git: tracked, untracked, and ignored. So if you want to stash tracked file, we use it just now. We used this command because all these are tracked files only. Which file I used here? X1 file. X1 file we already, it's committed. No, it's a tracked file. So if you want to stash untracked file, then you have to use extra -u. -u you have to use. U for untracked file. If you want to stash untracked file, then you have to use Git Stash -u, not only Git Stash. And if you want to stash ignored files, then you have to use -a extra. You can try these things. Very easy. Nothing is there. So I tried for the tracked file. X1 is already saved file. No, I tried this one. Only Git Stash. So this message is optional, guys. This message is same. Suppose you are giving this one Git Stash -u space save message. Okay, you try these two. Okay, so this is the task here. Guys, clear? Okay. Okay, guys. We'll wind up the session today and we'll continue tomorrow.